Hello, and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana today is holding like a boss, while the other coins were selling off a little, nothing major after the price increases over the last few days. This does not look like a crash, at least not yet. And even if it does, I warned you that from here, Bitcoin can come down without a problem, 25% if it needs to. So nobody should be surprised if that happens and still be in a bullish scenario, okay? But yeah, at the moment, it just doesn't really look like it. Might just be a little bit of a dip. We'll see how that develops. But Solana, and that's what it's about, is holding like a boss. I have changed the micro support to that $49 level that I mentioned already in the last video. I explained to you that we might have to change it, which I did. It just makes more sense. But it doesn't change anything really on the chart. So the idea is still here that the price could be unfolding in this wave 3. As I explained, as long as the micro support level is holding, we should be able to see a fifth wave to the upside there. Fifth wave to the upside could target $64 next. I mean, talking about the fifth wave here of a third, I'm going to zoom in a minute. But we did say it can give us another extension in wave 3, which would be the fifth wave in the third wave. And it would be reasonable as long as we're holding the $49 level, which is micro support, which is now measured from that low, okay, the 3rd of November low to the last high, right? So that's where we measure the fibs, just that last rally. I did have it measured slightly differently before because I assumed this could have been a triangle. Could still be the case, but I prefer to give it a little bit of space, right? That $1 doesn't really matter, but I'd rather have it a little bit more space to avoid any fake outs potentially. But yeah, micro support is holding. Even with the previous support I gave you, nothing was invalidated. So hey, we'll just adjust it slightly so it makes more sense. But yeah, as long as micro support is holding, another fifth wave is a reasonable assumption. And the next Fibonacci level that is relevant is $64. It's the 1.38 extension, which was reached already here, but that would be also the next target, but then ideally higher to the next fib level. Yeah, only then we can really confirm that fifth wave as well. And we would then be looking at $71.26. It's the 1.5 extension, or also common for a third wave still, the $79.50 level, which is the 1.618 extension level. It's the 1.618. That is definitely something that a third wave could still reach, but first of all, I'm going to watch the 71.20 level. The 1.5 extension is not such a common one, but it's the next one in line. So it all depends on, can we hold micro support? At the moment, it looks like Solana does, especially because Bitcoin did sell off Ether quite abruptly, actually. Solana didn't care. So it's quite interesting to see, even though at the same time, I really haven't got a clear confirmation here that we are already starting to move in wave 5. It's just too small, that price action, but it tells a lot, the fact that it's holding. I mean, maybe wave 4 is already in, yeah, and we had here some kind of an ABC or WXY structure. So it could be, for example, a 1-2-1-2 setup, or this is a wave 1, yeah, of wave 5, which could be an ending diagonal in which these subwaves are ABC structures. So anyway, doesn't make, we don't need to waste too many brain cells on that. As long as support is holding, we can look at higher. If support starts to crack, then we look at this larger degree fourth wave. So basically, we're waiting for a signal that the larger degree fourth wave is starting. And I can really only confirm that with a sustained break below micro support. So if we see a sustained break below micro support, yeah, then we have to first look at the level at $46.93, which is the 23.6 fib. Then the 38.2 fib is at $38.76, and the 50% fib is at $33.21. My view is that it would be ideal. First of all, it needs to spend a bit of time in this support area, just because this is a larger degree fourth wave, which should be in length roughly around the same length as the wave 2. Sometimes the wave 4s in crypto are even taking more time than the wave 2s. So that, I mean, it should take a bit of time, right? You can see that. It will be a very boring structure, very boring wave 4, I can tell you that. And then we need to pay attention that it is healthy in terms of duration, and that also these support levels are holding. And the most ideal fib is typically the 38.2 fib in a wave 4. But yeah, also we can pay attention here to this trend channel. I mean, it's not defined yet, really, not completed. I can really only make it very fixed, and yeah, I can fix it really to the chart as soon as we have a confirmed top in place in circle wave 3. If we have it, then I can redefine it slightly. I might have to change the angle a little bit, and then we can draw a parallel line, and then it gives me a potential target for the wave 4. They don't always reach it, okay, but it's another parameter to watch, basically. Yeah, so overall, still looking good. Solana holding like a boss. As long as $49 is holding, the next targets are 64, 71, and 79, basically. But even if we break below micro support, then it shouldn't be bearish. Ideally, not yet. We should just have a deeper pullback in an overall uptrend. That's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.